Hey, we're back with another review. This one's pretty nice. Alright guys, we do actually have another review for you, except this time, instead of small and Japanese, it is really big and it's American and it has a V8. For you guys who don't know, this is a 1997 Corvette. It is the first year of the 5th generation, and it also is the first year of the LS1. As you know, when we review cars on this channel, we look at everything and we look how daily drivable the car actually is. So we're gonna come look at the trunk space. Now, with the Honda, I said you could fit a body in here, but this one is American. So as you know, Americans' obesity rate is very high. So you can fit a very large body in the back of here instead of a small one. This thing has a massive trunk. Alright, in all seriousness guys, this thing actually does have a really big, I don't really think you'd call it a trunk, more of a hatch in a way. But I mean, you can literally fit anything in here. I mean, if you really want to fit golf clubs, you can. If you want to fit groceries, you can. It's got a net for groceries, so shit don't roll around when you're flying by 4-bangers. So I mean, this aspect I really do like, and it makes it super convenient just to put stuff. I mean, it's really accessible from back there, so sweatshirts, whatever. Makes it super easy to drive around on a daily. It has big brakes. Like I said, this is the first year of the LS1. This is the 5.7 liter V8. It is still a push rod motor, but the technology that this car has, even though it's more than 20 years old, is crazy. When traveling on the freeway, this car, if you put it in 6th gear and turn the cruise control on, it shuts off half the motors, and now you have a 4-cylinder. So you get twice as good gas mileage. This 5.7 liter pushrod V8, known as the LS1, puts out 345 horsepower and 345 foot-pounds of torque. And today's standards, that's nothing crazy, but back then in 1997, that was pretty good range worth of power. And it's a perfect power ratio to where you're not going to be burning rubber, but you're going to be laying the power down real easy. So earlier, I did some math wrong. I did my division wrong. It actually has one exhaust tip for every 2 cylinders, because this is a V8. But yeah, quad exhaust sounds pretty good. Personally, I think it should be louder, but that's just because I'm an asshole. But yeah, we'll fire it up. Now that is American muscle. Inside the Corvette, it is actually pretty roomy. You're not cramped like the Honda. The Honda was pretty cramped, but in here you got lots of room, lots of leg room. Seats move forward and back. You can't recline much, but that's because it doesn't have a back seat. Steering wheel's nice. I like it. There's no buttons on it, so it's very driver oriented. Shifter, honestly, it kind of feels like a baseball. So I don't really like the shifter too much. It also has a really long throw, and that's another thing I don't like. That's what I like about the Honda a little bit more, is the throw. The e-brake is nice. It's over here. It's not right next to you, so it's really easy to pull the e-brake when sliding around corners. And yeah, it's comfy. Seats are comfy, good bolster. They hold you in well. They're nothing crazy. If I were me, I'd get aftermarket seats, but this isn't my car, so. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of American sports or muscle cars, but this generation of the Corvette, they really changed everything from the 4th generation to the 5th generation. The suspension, the frame, almost everything on this car is brand new from the previous generation, and they really did this car right. A lot of the other Corvettes were known not to be able to corner or handle, but this car, the suspension feels really nice. It holds its traction. There's new tires on it right now, so it grips really well. There's not a lot of road noise in here. It feels very stable, and the steering also feels good. Not quite as good as the S2000, but it does feel very good. It's not super heavy, but it's not super light. You can feel the corners as you're going through it. And this is a lot bigger of a car, so you want to be able to feel where your car is on the road.